Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. It's Aisha Zaka from Army Public School and College Zamzama Senior, Nashaira. As you all know that this session 2021 has prolonged due to COVID-19. In order to better utilize your time for the next session, the school has decided to commence free coaching classes for the next session for the students of class 6 to class 8. All the students will be provided with pre-coaching of the important concepts of the next online class. This is the video tutorial for 7th class for the subject of Geography. Textbook Window to World Geography. Textbook page 50, 51, 52 and 53. Chapter number 5. Topic Foundation and Consolidation of the Mughal Empire. Introduction of the lesson is the Mughal Empire was an early modern empire that controlled much of the South Asia between the 16th and 19th centuries. Objectives. Today's objectives are that student will be able to identify the factors which contributed to the conquest of India by Babar. They'll be able to describe Zahiruddin's and Humayun's rule. They'll enlist the salient features of Suri's governance, communication network, and public welfare institutions. Today's topics are, we are going to study Zahiruddin Muhammad Babar, the First Battle of Panipat, Zahiruddin Muhammad Humayun, and Sher Shah Suri. Let's know about Zahiruddin Muhammad Babar from 1526 to 1530. He was born in a royal family of Fargana, Uzbekistan on 14 February 1483. He ascended the throne at the age of 12 after the death of his father, who died in 1494. During his expedition, some of the nobles of Fargana revolted against him and exiled him from his own homeland. Finally, after 3 years, he established his leadership in Kabul in 1504. He raided India for the first time in 1519. In 1521, the nobility of Delhi invited Babar to Delhi and drove out Ibrahim Lodi, the ruler of Delhi. They ruled over Delhi from 1526 to 1530. Later on, the nobles of Delhi thought that after defeating Ibrahim Lodi, Babar would return back to Kabul. However, that actually did not happen. First Battle of Panipat, fought in 1526. 5 years after initial invitation to the subcontinent, Babar attacked on Delhi Sultanate in April 1526. On the grounds of Panipat, Babar's forces came across Ibrahim Lodi's huge army, which included herds of elephants. Babar got success due to a well-trained artillery force and used gunpowder in weapon. This battle brought about the end of the Delhi Sultanate and laid the foundation of the Mughal dynasty. Challenges for Babar. His nobles didn't like the environment and wanted to go back to their hometown, Kabul. The Rajputs were gathering against the Mughals, and Lodis were also regrouping to reclaim their lost power. Babar wrote his autobiography called Tuske-Babri. In autumn 1530, Babar fell ill because of his campaigns and hot Indian climate. In December 1530, Babar died at the age of 47 and buried in his beloved Kabul, Afghanistan. Moving towards Zahiruddin Muhammad Humayun. He ruled from 1530 to 1556. But in between, he lost his power in India and escaped. He was the son of Babar. After his father's death, Humayun became his successor. He was the second Mughal emperor. On his father's advice, Humayun appointed his brothers to high positions, but they betrayed him. To bring under control Sher Shah Suri's power was the greatest emerging threat to the Mughal Empire. Humayun marched towards Bihar and Bengal with a huge army in 1538. Sher Shah Suri, being a wise general, defeated the Mughal emperor. finally restored the Mughal throne at Delhi and Agra after 15 years when he got back from Persia. He was interested in astronomy. He established an observatory on the rooftop to study the stars. In 1556, he fell down from the observatory stairs and received fatal injuries, and soon he died. Moving towards Sher Shah Suri and his dynasty, he ruled from 1540 to 1545. He actually ruled for 5 years. He introduced incredible reforms in military, civil, fields, and in revenue administration. During his reign, he constructed a 1500 miles long road link from Peshawar to Bengal that is known as the GT Road or Grain Trunk Road. He built rest houses at a distance of every 10 miles with beds, water resources, and grain for horses. Many trees were planted along the route. He also established a postal service and set up courts to provide justice to Muslims and Hindus. After his death in 1545, his successors could not hold the empire, hence the Suri Empire collapsed soon. Thank you.